I'm 84 years old, and if I could go back, not to change my life, but to change how I loved one man, I would do it without thinking twice. His name was Arthur. We were married for 58 years, not a perfect marriage, not even close. It was loud, stubborn, sometimes exhausting, but it was real, and I made mistakes in that marriage, mistakes that still sit with me, even now, in this quiet room. So today, I'm going to tell you the truth, not the kind people post in pictures, but the kind that only comes out when it's almost too late. I have 7 confessions, 7 things I did that nearly cost me the best thing I ever had. And if you're listening, really listening, you might save something I couldn't. My first mistake, I tried to change him. Arthur was a simple man, same jacket every winter, same jokes at dinner, and for years I corrected him. Don't do that. You always forget. Why can't you just... I thought I was helping him grow, but what I was really doing was slowly telling him that who he was wasn't enough. And you know when I realized it, when I heard my daughter talk to her husband the same way, same tone, same disappointment, and suddenly I heard myself. That was my first mistake, my second mistake. I kept score, every forgotten date, every small disappointment, every time he chose work over me. I remembered everything, not the good things, just the failures. One night, I wrote it all down, a full list, every single thing I thought he got wrong. I left it where he could see it. I wanted him to feel it. I wanted him to understand me. But the next day, he didn't argue. He didn't shout. He left something next to my list, another piece of paper, his handwriting, but it wasn't complaints. It was a list of everything he loved about me. Small things, quiet things, things I didn't even notice about myself anymore. And that's when it hit me. I was building a case against him, while he was building gratitude. For me, that broke something inside me. My third mistake, I gave my worst to the person who loved me the most. Strangers got patience, neighbors got kindness, but Arthur, he got my frustration because I knew he wasn't going anywhere, and that's a dangerous place to love someone from. My fourth mistake, I said you should have more than thank you. He fixed things, he showed up, he tried, and I still found something missing, something wrong. It took me decades to realize something simple. Appreciation grows love, criticism slowly kills it. My fifth mistake, I ignored the big things and focused on the small ones. Yes, he forgot dates, but he never forgot me. He drove me to appointments. He stayed when things got hard. He showed love in ways I didn't recognize at the time, and I almost missed it completely. My sixth mistake We stopped laughing somewhere between responsibilities, bills, children. We became serious people living a serious life. We forgot how to be friends, and when we finally found that laughter again, we had already lost years we could never get back. And my final mistake, the one I carry the most, I waited too long to say what mattered. I'm proud of you. I'm sorry. I love you. I thought there would always be time, but life doesn't slow down. It stops. The day he left, I tried to say everything in a few moments, and it wasn't enough. It's never enough when you wait too long. Now I sit here at 84. His chair is still across from mine. Sometimes I still look at it like he might walk in, and if I could tell you one thing, just one, it would be this: stop waiting, stop keeping score, stop trying to win, and start trying to love better. Because one day, the arguments you hated will become the moments you miss the most. If this spoke to you, don't scroll away. Like this video, comment how long you've been married, share this with someone you love, and most importantly, come to the last window, because sometimes this is the moment that changes everything.